Yo guys, welcome back to another Albion Online video. I'm gonna change it up for this video. As you can see from the title, it's about corrupted dungeons and how to prepare for them. Now this is what I will be doing to get ready for the next awesome content update, and I thought I would share it with you guys so you can start preparing also. So right now you can access the corrupted dungeons by going on the test server. You can log into the test server by launching the Albion Online client, and instead of clicking play, press the live section and switch it to test server staggering. It will start downloading the patch for the test server, but after a few minutes you will be able to press play and log into the test server. Now let's start with the basics of what we know about the corrupted dungeons. Corrupted dungeons are normal solo dungeons that have been corrupted by energy and mobs. They look like normal solo dungeons. Solo dungeons got a revamp, so they look like this now, and this is what corrupted dungeons look like. You can find them all over Albion Online. The blue and yellow zones are the safe dungeons, meaning you will not lose your gear when inside, and the red and black zone dungeons are full loot PvP. You can enter the corrupted dungeons normally like you would a solo dungeon by clicking on it and then channeling for a few seconds. However, once you enter, the dungeon's portal closes behind you. This means no one else can get in from that same portal, but it also means you can't run out of the dungeon. You will also be given the option of entering on what difficulty you would like to play at. There are 3 types of difficulties. So here is what the description says when you click on the corrupted dungeon. The presence of a powerful demon can be felt when approaching. Corrupted dungeons offer challenging solo PvP and PvE experiences. Choose to rid Albion of the powerful demonic enemies, or invoke the power of the demon to invade other players in a 1v1 encounter. Then it shows you your infamy, which is like your ranking for corrupted dungeons, and your current item power. Then it goes on to difficulty of your dungeon. There are 3 different levels of which you can enter in the corrupted dungeon: Hunter, Stalker and Slayer. Hunter difficulty. The enemies will be tier 5. PvP results in a knockdown. The requirements to enter Hunter difficulty is an item power of 800 or above, and the zones blue and yellow. Stalker difficulty. The enemies will be tier 6, PvP results in death, requirements to enter are 900 IP or above, and the zones are red and black. And finally, Slayer difficulty. Enemies will be tier 8, PvP results in death, requirements item power of 1200 or above, and 50,000 infamy, and the zones will be red and black. When you enter a corrupted dungeon, you'll get a pop-up giving you some basic information on the 2 playstyles. Slay the demon. Defeat enemies to gain infamy and provoke the demon into showing itself. Rewards gained within the dungeon increase with higher infamy points. Once slain, the demon opens a portal to another dungeon, allowing you to continue for further rewards. Invading other players. Additionally, you can use the demonic shrine to invade other players. Defeat the invaded player to receive a portion of their dungeon loot as well. Invaders can be banished by destroying multiple demonic shards scattered across the dungeon. You can press the Don't Show Again button if you don't want to see this message every time you enter the corrupted dungeons. The giant thing in front of you is the demonic shrine. This allows you to invade other players. When you click on it for the first time, it will say, use this shrine to make you eligible to invade other players, but will also increase the chance of you being invaded. Continue. You can press yes or no, but I would press always since you don't want to click on yes every time you enter. After a short channel, you will be signed up for a Darkstalls style invasion. Now this works both ways. It gives you a higher chance to invade, but also gives others a better chance to invade you. So you can skip signing up and it will reduce your chance of being invaded. The first option is good for people that want to PvP, and the second option is good for people that want to PvE/fame farm. The ways to leave the dungeon are to die by another player, or clear the mobs till you have enough infamy points to spawn the boss and kill it. When you do this, it will spawn a portal which will give you the option to leave the dungeon with your loot, or you can continue on to another dungeon. This feature is a godsend in my opinion. The corrupted dungeon maps are different to normal dungeon maps. In these dungeons, mobs will be marked Areas you will go to will be shown, and when you get invaded, the crystals will also be shown. What do you mean by crystals, you ask? Well, when you are invaded, there are two options for you. The first is to fight the invader and kill them for the bonus infamy points, or kill 3 of the 5 crystals to banish the invader. The crystals look like this, and they are shown on the map when you get invaded. By now you're wondering what infamy points are. Well, to my knowledge, infamy points are like a ranking system, and the more you have, the more better loot you'll get in the corrupted dungeons. And it's like a MMR system, where if you have 100k infamy points, you won't be fighting people with 10k infamy points. You'll be fighting people that are closer to your points. So far, there are 2 ways I know to get these points, and that is to kill mobs and to kill players. However, when you die, you will also lose your infamy points, and a portion of it will transfer to the killer. So now that you know the basics of what the dungeon is, where to find them, and how to enter, let's move on to some tips. Buy your gear sets before the patch, since prices tend to fluctuate with the release of a new patch. Also, since you have all your gear ready, you will spend less time buying gear or procrastinating. The second tip, which is linked to the first tip, is that after you have bought all your gear, have a chest or bank tab with all your equipment already laid out and sorted, along with the skills selected, with food, potions and mounts. This way, you will need to rear gear and it will take you less than 5 seconds and you can jump right back into the content. You can't bring equipment swaps for corrupted dungeons, since it locks you to your worn equipment when entering. However, once you have the loot after doing a few dungeons and killing a few people, bring a low tier escape set. Even flat 4 will be useful in getting your loot back to the cities. When you're in the dungeon, you can change your skills even though your equipment is grayed out. The final tip is before the maintenance happens on the 12th of August, make sure you are logged out in a red or black zone. Preferably one zone away from the rest or cities, since when the game goes live, them zones will be packed of people looking for dungeons. Since you're already logged out in that zone, you can skip the few minutes of running, so you're more likely to find a dungeon first. Now to finish off, I'm going to let a clip play of me entering a corrupted dungeon and clearing it, so you guys get to see an example from start to finish of what a typical corrupted dungeon run looks like.